Hello everyone, welcome to our second video of our video series entitled Reflections on the Capuchin JPIC Handbook. In this video, we will be presenting to you the different translations of the JPIC Handbook. So we have here the English version, and then we have here the Italian version, Justitia Pace e Integrità del Creato. And then here we have the Spanish version, Justicia, Paz e Integridad de la Creación. And then we also have a Portuguese version, no? The Portuguese version, Justicia, Paz e Integridade de da Criação. Okay. And then we have also a French version, and Justice, Paz et Integrit de la Création. And then we have finally, this is the newest one. We have it in Korean translation, and this is a very beautiful, this is the newest version. And in this version, in this video, we will be slowly passing through these different versions of our JPIC handbook. So without any further ado, let us go to our video. Thank you. Good day, brothers and sisters. Welcome to our new video series for our JPIC office, and this is entitled Reflections on the JPIC Handbook. We finished the first video a short while ago, and then we are now in the second video, and today before we go to the next part of the handbook, we will first present the other versions or the other translations of the JPIC handbook. So that will be the topic for today's video. And then after that, we can go back again on studying the JPIC manual. Okay, now as you see here, this is one of the images that was left to me by Brother Benedict Coyote when he passed the responsibility of being a JPIC animator, JPIC director for the order. And then this is this image that he left to me, for me, is a very good reflection of our JPIC work. Here we have Jesus, who offered his life for the excluded, for those who are voiceless. He became the voice for the voiceless, and because of that he was persecuted, and he was placed on the cross. And this is after they brought him down from the cross into the arms of his mother, our Mother Mary. And when you look at it, this is really an example of the gospel life. When you look at it, Jesus offering his life for the voiceless, to be able to bring back the dignity of those who were disenfranchised back to their true dignity as children of the Father, of children of God. At the same time, Jesus, who also became a victim of injustice, is being cradled into the loving arms of his mother. It makes me think that somehow JPIC is also the loving arms. Those who work for JPIC are also the voice for the voiceless, and at the same time they are also the loving arms of the mother, also the loving arms of Mother Church, and also the loving arms of God, who embraces those who are fallen because of the lack of love, lack of charity in the world. There's always this constant struggle between the light and the dark. There's always this constant need to lift up those who are downtrodden to their dignity, to their true dignity as children of God. So I decided to place it here as a sort of a reflection also for us. Now let's go to the handbook. So earlier in the first video, I showed you this English version of the JPIC handbook. Now there are other language translation. So earlier I showed you here, and when you look at the English version, the setting here is a little bit more general, but they are the English, I think the English speaking ones. I see here brothers from Oh no, this is a general one. No? So when you look at it, the original one has an international set of pictures. Yeah, this one is for the brothers in the Spanish-speaking Americas. No, we have here a Korean brother. No, so these are the an international portrayal of the works of the Capuchin. No? It's not only in the English-speaking one because this is the first manual. No, so you see here, no, about later on we will be studying all these parts, no, about environment and everything. No, and it ends with this one. No, a prayer for our earth. No, by Pope Francis. This is for the environment, and here is a friar embracing nature. Beautiful. So this is the English version. No, this is the one that we will study little by little, because somehow the others are the translation of this version. So this is the original one. Okay. Now let's go to see the other translations. So, okay, we have here the Spanish. No, the Spanish version. No. Come stile di vita e di missione per I Cappuccini. Ah, no, this is Italian. Sorry. I'm sorry. This is the Italian version. Okay. I'm sorry for the mistake. Okay. See. Giustizia, pace e integrità del creato. Okay. So this is the Spanish version. No? And we play the Spanish version second because, yeah, since the office of JPIC is in Italy, so they also created a Spanish version. No? Ufficio Generale JPIC OFM Cap Roma. Okay, so here you see in contrast, no, here it's a little bit more colorful. Here immediately they went to the table of contents immediately, no, and as it was mentioned here, no, during the foreword, no, devout simplicity, devota sobrietà. It was mentioned here, no? Yeah, here, Italian, devota sobrietà. Okay, devota, I'm not sure if you can see it, no? Okay, devota sobrietà. Okay, there it is. Okay, the camera adjusted itself. Devota sobrietà, anyway, no? Okay, so this one is the Italian version, no? And the title is, yes, a devout simplicity, no? And again, as we see, no, this is from Mauro Giori, no, our Minister General, during that time that this was published. And when you look at this is the picture of the chapel in our Collegio Internazionale, no? So it's already Italian, no? Here also from the Collegio Internazionale. Here we have Brother Benedict Ayodi, who was the director at that time, and also Brother Jan Chelichowski, who is the president of the commission of JPIC at that time, no? And here you see, no, the photos they show. This is also in Collegio, no, Internazionale, and so all these are in Italian. This one is in Pacific Asia. Okay. When there was a conference of the JPIC in Pacific Asia. So in a certain sense, there are also pictures that are international, no? But they started with some pictures of the Collegio Internazionale. Okay, so here, no? So this is the Italian version, no? I hope we can have in the future. Oh, here, you see here, there's an example, Franciscans International, no? They mentioned what, you know, the JPIC, the Capuchins work also with Franciscans International. They are our partners in the United Nations. No, when we cannot handle anymore the situations in the peripheries, we ask for they usually help us. No, they give us the helping hand. No, see here, very beautiful. No, the pictures of vegetables and water. Okay, water. And windmills, no? So Europe is known for alternative source of, and here there's a bicycle also, no? Alternative forms of transportation, alternative forms of energy, no? So it's very interesting, the pictures here of the Italian version, no? Oh, look at this, so very nice containers for recycling, and then many people here, no? Okay. So here it says here, prima edizione, the first edition was 2018, no, of this handbook. This one, I think, is 2017. I'm not sure. See, okay. So the original one, the first edition is 2017. This one, the Italian version, the first edition is 2018, no? Also published by the Office of JPIC, written by Brother Benedict Ayodi and Brother John Chelichowski. Now, the editing and the design, the paging is by Fra Thomas Dushik OFMK. I think he's, correct me if I'm wrong, I think he's from Poland, no? And then the same, no, the printing press is the same. Grafiche Grilli SRL Italia. Okay. The photos they were used, pixabay.com. Okay. And also with the help of the Office of Information at that time, Director of Office Information, Fra Paweł Tepersky OFMK. Okay. So they worked together with the Office of Information during that time in the creation of the Italian translation of the manual. So the first manual, the original JPIC manual in English, was published 1 year ahead, and then 1 year that followed is the Justitia Pace Integrità del Creator. So you see here, no? Here, you see here, there's a tree trunk. It's like a tree that has been cut, no? And you see here the face of Jesus. Quite symbolic, no? It's a good picture for reflection, no? Every tree that we cut, no? We also is related, or a child of God, no? A creation. We see also the suffering. One thing is beautiful, no? Because Christ offered his life for those who are suffering, no? In a certain sense, it means that when you cut a tree, we also suffer. I mean, you see the face of Jesus. I think it would be nice also to see this picture of a tree that had been cut also with the face of the people of the world. It's we are all interrelated. We are all interconnected. Any pain that the trees and nature have also becomes our pain. Very beautiful picture, no? And then here, very simple, no? So this is the continuation of the cut tree, and then here is a JPIC symbol. So this is the Italian version. Very interesting. Now we go again to that. Now we go to the Spanish version. Okay, the Spanish version is created specifically by our brothers in the Spanish-speaking American regions. Now during that time we had two conferences. It's CCA and Conferencia Capuchina Andina, and then the other one is CONCAM, which is the part near Mexico. And then now, after the Pan American Conference, they are now combined into one. They call it I think CCH, no? I still do not know the whole name, but anyway, they are now combined into one. All the Spanish-speaking American circumscriptions have been united into one. And this is the translation that they made, no? Justicia, Paz e Integridad de la Creación, Manual, Orden de los Hermanos Menores Capuchinos, no? So here again, we see here the face of Jesus, no? Yes, and this is the face of Jesus in San Damiano. Okay, this is also the face of Jesus in San Damiano. Okay. Okay. So when you look at the Italian version, it's Francis, come rebuild my church, which is falling into ruins. No, and here is nature being cut, the trees being cut, and the face of the face of the cross of San Damiano. It's like we are again being invited, Capuchins, no, and all those who are working for justice, rebuild the church, which as you can see is falling into ruins. Very nice. Why didn't I notice that? No? Yeah. So this is the face of the cross of San Damiano, and it's as if we are being asked again to rebuild the church, which is falling into ruin. Very nice, symbolic. You should reflect more on the picture cover of the Italian version, no? And also here again, it's the same, no? Actually, the same message, rebuild the church, which as you can see is falling into ruin. Of course, they also have the JPIC logo there, no? OFM Cup. And then let's look at the back. Okay, in the back you see here a Spanish missionary among the indigenous people in the Spanish-speaking American regions, no? and there's this link. This no longer existent, but all these manuals are available in our JPIC library. I think maybe we should put a link to the JPIC library in in the description of this video, so that you can download the copies of the different manuals in the different languages, no? And then okay, so we have here, no? So Latin, JPIC Capuchinos, Latino and Caribe. Okay, Latin America and Caribbean. Okay, Caribe. Okay, Caribe. So here, as you can see, no, there is the picture of the Amazons. No, wow, the lungs of the earth, our last frontier. Okay, then there is the presentación. No, they don't immediately go to the introduction. No, they don't immediately go to the foreword. No, the foreword, as the Spanish version, written again by our Minister General Famaro. But before that, there is a short presentation, and the one who wrote the presentation, no, is Hermano Darwin Orozco. So he's the one who became who is the editor of this Spanish translation. No, he's the animator of JPIC of Latina Caribe. Okay, Latina Caribe at that time. No, so when you look at it now here, see, inner part of the cover, agradecimos. No, these are the ones who made that Spanish translation possible. No, and you look at it, very beautiful sunset. I think this is in the Amazons. No, isn't it beautiful how nature is? Look at that, the way our creator paints the sunsets significantly beautiful every day. No, see, people enjoying the beauty, no, in the boat. So here, the translation, those who helped in the translation are Hermana Ingrid Viviana Mora and Hermano Rafael Gutierrez. No, so they helped in the translation to Spanish. The editor is Fra Darwin Orozco, OFM Cap of Ecuador. No, and then revision, DP Alirio Cáceres Aguirre, and then the design and then the printing by A4, info@a4.com, Ecuador. So this is the printing press. No, so thank you to Sister Ingrid and Hermano Rafael for making the translation, and for Darwin for making the edition. No, for being the editor, and also for Fra Alirio Cáceres Aguirre for the revision. No, so for the checking and everything. No, so here, this is the Spanish version. Now let us get a short run through of how the Spanish version looks. So here we have Laudato Si, no? St. Francis and St. Clare, and then picture from Maura, picture of Brother Benedict and Brother Chelichowski, no? More or less, this is the Tau Cruz, no? John Chelichowski, okay. And then, so here, the same outlook. Now here's a missionary, no, enjoying a conversation with a young person, no, Spanish missionary. And then here, so when you look at the pictures, no, even the pictures were adapted to the Spanish-speaking American region situation, no. So here you see a brother, no, working with the people here, preparing things, no, for assistance, no, aids, no. So here, material aid, material assistance, no, to the people. And here we have a missionary, no. Cristo es nuestra paz. Okay, 50th anniversary of the meeting. Okay. So here you see here, no. So the pictures are already adapted to the region, to where the Spanish-speaking friars are assigned, no. So here you see here, okay, you see, okay, here manifestation going on a movement, no, on the streets. And then you see here, no, a missionary friar together with the indigenous people, no, with long hair, no, it reminds me of the long hair I used to have when I was in the mission also. Here, the voice of the children, no, that's a Capuchin holding a megaphone, no, so that they can allow so that the children will, the voice of the children will be heard, no. It's very much JPIC, the voice of the poor in the order. Okay. Oh, here, look at this globe being embraced by the brothers. The brothers not afraid to go to the streets. Okay. Here, among the indigenous people, no? And then the food, no? Providing food. Oh, look at this, no? Beautiful. Okay. I don't know how they were able to put the plant inside the bulb. No, maybe just graphics. Here, you see here, no? So it's quite interesting also, no, the Spanish version, no. When you look at it, no, the Spanish-speaking circumscriptions of the Capuchin are doing it at one with the Spanish-speaking countries in Europe, because the Spanish-speaking, the missionaries came from the Spanish-speaking Europe, and it grew in the areas of the Americas, and it continues, and the tradition continues, and so they continue to work also. They still work in hand with their mother provinces, no. And when you look at it here, no, this is the Roman 6, no, the different Franciscan families in Rome that are JPIC, no, in Rome. And then otros recursos fuentes, no. So this is the Spanish version. I don't know if there's a date when this was done, no. I was looking for it. I could not find when it was done, but most likely maybe it's 2018, maybe, just like the Italian version. Definitely it would be after this original one was made, no. Okay. Oh, the light is reflecting. So this is the Spanish version. The original version is glossy. That's why when you look at the light, it's a little bit, the finish is glossy. This one is a little bit semi-glossy, semi-matte finish, so it's less glossy, no. But this one is a matte finish, no. It's more beautiful when it comes to video, and there is a lighting, no? It's less glaring, no. And then very interesting, no? Now we go to the French version. Okay. Oh, no. Sorry again. I made a mistake. This is the Portuguese Portuguese edition. The Portuguese edition, Justiça, Paz e Integridade da Criação. Criação. I hope I pronounce it well. Manual. Okay. And then here, you see here, no, a statue of Saint Francis amidst the sky, no. This is very interesting. This is a Capuchin brother among the indigenous people in Brazil, no. I don't know if this is the Quiniquinau tribe. Quiniquinau, and maybe this is Frei Klenner, maybe, no, I'm not sure. His back is turned, no, but you see he's working with the youth, no, and these are among the indigenous people in Brazil. Okay, so when you look at this one, no, this is the brothers. This was created, the Portuguese version was created by the brothers of Brazil, no. So Brazil, because Brazil is Spanish speaking, no. There is this quotation from Laudato Si 10, and then you see here a Capuchin brother together with the youth, no, the people. And then immediately, like the Spanish version, immediately they went to the table of contents, no. And then after the table of contents, what follows is the presentação. This is the presentation. So it has the same format as the Spanish version. Before it went to the forward, there is first a presentation, no. This one also, there is a presentation, and the one who made the presentation is Fra Carlos Silva, OFN Cap. During that time when this was the Brazilian translation was made, he was the president of the Capuchin Conference in Brazil, and it was in 15 December 2017. Oh, so I really do not know. This one doesn't have a date, no, but definitely it is after it was done. This was done 2017 also. This was done also 2017. So more or less, it's immediately shortly after mm, the publishing of this one, which was the publishing of the original in English, no? March, this was the writing of the foreword was March 2017. Sorry. So in the original handbook, the foreword was written by Father Mauro Jory during March 2017. So it means that this one was done December 2017. So it was shortly after they immediately have already the Brazilian version, no, and Chichibi. So this is the Chichibi is Capuchin conference in Brazil, no, and then here we have the Uma Devota Simplicidade, no. So this is Father Mauro, or Minister General, and then again Brother Benedict, Brother Jan Silishowski, Brother Benedict Coyote, and then see, they went already to the Capuchino. See here, this is also like the Spanish version. It was already adapted to the Brazilian setting, no? Brazilian brother together with children planting vegetables, no? So here you see, this is it's already adapted to the Brazilian region, no? So here, okay, see, children learning to play how to play guitars, no? And here, oh, look at them, learning how to juggle, okay, together with their Capuchin brothers, no? And then here, not afraid to walk in the streets. Okay. Okay, here are our Brazilian brothers. Okay. See? So this is, as you can see now, it's the beauty of the editions is that they are also adapted. The photos are also adapted to the settings of the region where they are being done. No? So here, very nice, no? Capuchin brother holding a megaphone for a child, no? So there are some similarities also with the original handbook, you know, and then here, and with vegetables with food, no? This one, look, this one is a little bit more of a drawing. It's the same bulb with the plant inside, no? But this one is a little bit the artistic version, no? And then we have the feet, no? Oh, walk gently in the land because the land is sacred or beautiful. And then look at here. See? We need to take care of nature. Many garbage. Okay. And then here, this is also the Spanish friar in the Spanish-speaking Americas together with an indigenous young person. And they thank they thank the JPIC office, especially Father Benedict and Father Jan Czelisowski for this manual. And they had some links, some books, you know, which is also available in the handbook, you know. This is the interesting part, no? Okay. I like this part because they added a prayer on the back page, you know, and I tried to translate it in English, and the translation is something like this, no? The poor and the earth are crying out, os pobres e a terra estão bradando. Okay. Lord, give us under your power and your light to protect every life, to prepare a better future, so that your kingdom of justice, peace, love, and beauty may come. Praise be to you. Amen. Okay, so this is a quotation of Laudato Si 246 by Pope Francis, no? And here is a person who is in contemplation and prayer, no? And then here we have this was translated by Fra Marcello Toyans, OFM Cap. He is presently the coordinator of the JPIC in Brazil, no? And the revision or the translation, revision, no, is through Irma Yolanda Marcelino. Okay, thank you, Sister Yolanda. Maria Rosangelo Posignolo, and Fra Denilson Spironello, and postulant Lucas Tudea and Luis Forti, postulants. So you see here, even our young friars in initial formation took part in the translation and the revision or the checking of the translation. So they worked as a team, not just as the other manuals that were translated. The art and the finalizing of everything was done by the Asesoria de Comunicação e Impresa do Capuchinos de Sao Paulo. So the Capuchins had has a printing press in Sao Paulo, and it is the printing press that printed it. No, the diagramo Paulo Enrique da Silva. So the illustration, no, and then with the collaboration also with our brothers in initial formation, postulants Casio Augusto Almeida. Okay, the cover page is done by Denis Candido da Silva. Okay, so this one, no, done by our brother Denis Candido da Silva, and the image of the prayer is by Memo Vasquez. This one, no, this one. So you see, it's there is also the adaptation to the situation in Brazil, and they have their own unique of expression, but the contents is the same, only in Portuguese language. And then finally we have actually we still have two here. This one is the French version, no? Justice, Paix et Intégrité de la création manual. Okay, I'm not good in French, no? You see here, our French translator, very popular, no? I will not mention his name anymore. You know him already. Okay, and then we have here, you see here, it was adapted to our French-speaking Capuchin circumscription in Africa. This is also adaptation. Now we have a lot of French-speaking circumscriptions in the African continent. Oh, Africa is very huge. No, there are a lot of countries in that continent, and a lot of them are French-speaking also. And so the pictures here usually are, as you can see here, there is the immediately, like the others, immediately table of contents, and then there is the preface, no, or the forward by our Ministry General Brother Mauro during that time, and then the picture of creation. What you will see here, see our brothers in the African continent, no, and these are the brothers who are in the French-speaking countries. Here, so here, oh, very nice, a Capuchin brother holding a baby. Okay, nature. Okay, our brothers in the field, working in the field. Capuchin brothers working in the field. See, our French-speaking brothers, no? Okay, here, no? So here, you see, the setting is of the African continent. You see here, indigenous huts together with alternative forms of energy. Okay. Also, struggle to preserve our environment from pollution, no? Porte de la Misericordia. Okay, brothers in the church. Here, see. So here, this is adapted to the African continent. Or here, children studying in the school, you know. And so this is the French version. And you see, oh, look at this, really beautiful. I don't know which part of the African continent this one, but you see the beauty of nature during sunset. It's very beautiful, no? Brother Benedict also is a brother, Capuchin brother from Kenya. He's the director of JPIC, no? And he's part of the picture here, no? Okay. And then here we have the information. The first edition was also 2017. Okay, so most likely the Spanish version was also done in 2017. And okay, sorry. What they meant was that the English version was done in 2017, but the French translation was done in 2018. So 1 year after the publishing of the original handbook in English. So it's I don't know if the okay. So 2018, no. Sometimes it will become clear and then become unclear. Now it was so here Brother Benedict, and then the design is Master Technologies, the same. The printing was also here in Italy. So I guess the French speaking manual was done here, no? There was no mention of any French brothers, French speaking brothers who took part in the creation of this manual. No, I didn't see them here. Maybe at the back we see. No, there isn't, no? So we cannot thank them. Anyway, whoever these brothers who are incognito, no, we thank you for creating this French version. Okay, now we have the latest, no, the newest one. And this is very interesting. No? See, can you understand the language? This is the Korean version of the JPIC handbook. It's very interesting, no? Because here, our brothers of Korea are part of the Pacific Asia Capuchin Conference. So they are part of the Asian, and they are a small group of friars because this is a beginning presence in South Korea. And they immediately, very zealous brothers, they were able to make a Korean translation of the JPIC handbook. No, on my way here, they gave me a copy of it. It's beautiful. No, when I was about to go to Rome already, they gave me a copy. So you see, all of them are written in Korean characters. No, and the first edition, they mentioned just the first edition was 2017. Now this is very new. This is the newest translation. So you see, you can create, maybe later in the future, the brothers in Indonesia can make also a Bahasa Indonesia version, no? And those who are also with a different language, they can make a version, because this handbook is not only for Capuchins, but it can be also for other JPIC people who are working in JPIC. So you see here, see, all of them are in Korean characters. Now it's very interesting because here, these are Korean brothers. No, this is one Korean brother who knows how to cut hair. The Korean brothers usually would join me and my team as we go to the peripheries in the Philippines. They sometimes join our mission. And one time, this brother joined us, and he had to cut the hair of about 100 indigenous people in one day. First, he was using an electric razor, but then the battery ran off, and he had to continue by manually cutting the hair. So you see, it's very interesting. No? This is another Korean brother here, no? Together with the children. He was also with us during the mission. He even climbed the trees with children. No? So you see, it's very interesting. No? This one also is adapted to the setting also of Korea. Although the picture is also international, they also included some pictures of our brothers working in Korea. It's very interesting, no? Those brothers our brothers in Korea are still very young, but their zeal for JPIC is very interesting. I hope they continue. I hope their interest in JPIC work will not stop. No, they will continue. To be able to make a Korean translation of the manual is a good indication. I hope they continue. The fire within their hearts will continue to burn to be the voice of the poor in the order. So you see here, okay, so I think this is a Korean picture also, no? Okay. So here, I think Brother Peter, who is at that time the secretary of the custody in Korea, is the one who really worked hard for, together with the brothers who really worked hard for this Korean translation. And we thank all the brothers in Korea for creating this newest version of, or newest translation of the JPIC handbook. So now, as you can see, we already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 languages of the JPIC handbook, and all of them are available in our JPIC library website. So we will just provide you a link of to the JPIC library, and there you can search for the JPIC manual. You look for the general part of JPIC, it is there, and you can download the manual for free. And you can print it, reproduce it if you like, and share it with the people. Now, this is a very good tool for JPIC animators. You can use it for training our young brothers in initial formation. You can use it also for continuing education for our brothers who are in who are perpetually professed. And you can use it also to share with lay people and other religious congregations who work in JPIC. This is a manual for everyone, not just for Capuchins. Oh, by the way, because the video is a little bit long, no, we will provide timestamps in the description so that if you are just interested to look at the French version or the Italian version or the Spanish version or the Portuguese version or the Korean version or the English version, then you can just click on the timestamp and you can just go there, no, so that you don't have to look all throughout it. Okay, and well, that concludes our second video on the reflections of the JPIC handbook. Maybe in the next video we will continue already with the introduction. So we already finished the foreword, and then now we introduce the different translations of the JPIC handbook. I hope to see you again for our third video. Until next time, God bless all of you, and may peace reign in the world.